Are you ready to explore the most chilling places on Earth? Join us as we count down the top 10 most haunted locations worldwide. From ancient castles to forgotten prisons, we're diving headfirst into the unknown. Get ready to confront the true darkness that sends shivers down your spine. Our journey into the heart of darkness begins at the Tower of London, a fortress that has stood for centuries as a silent witness to unspeakable horrors. Kings have been crowned here, but this place has seen more death, betrayal, and suffering than any palace should. We're talking torture chambers, executions, cold-blooded murder. It's all soaked into these very stones. They say the tower holds the restless spirits of those who met their untimely ends within its walls. One of the most chilling tales is that of Anne Boleyn, the ill-fated wife of King Henry VIII. Accused of treason and beheaded in 1536, her mournful spirit is said to roam the tower searching for peace. People have seen her, a ghostly figure in white gliding through the corridors, her head tucked under her arm. The tower guards have reported countless encounters with otherworldly entities over the years. Unexplained footsteps echoing through empty halls, shadowy figures lurking in the darkness, and blood-curdling screams that chill you to the bone. This place is a magnet for paranormal activity. You can feel the weight of history pressing down on you, the sorrow, the anger, the desperation. We're here to face our fears, to confront the unknown, and maybe, just maybe, catch a glimpse of the other side. Hold on to your hats, folks, because we're headed stateside to the infamous Stanley Hotel, nestled high in the Colorado Rockies. You might recognize this grand old building as the inspiration for Stephen King's iconic horror novel, The Shining. But the real-life stories from this place are even more disturbing. Guests have reported all sorts of strange occurrences, from disembodied laughter to lights flickering on and off. But it's the fourth floor that truly sends shivers down your spine. That's where the children are said to roam. People have seen them, little shadowy figures darting around the corridors, their laughter bouncing off the walls. Some guests have even claimed to have been touched or tugged on by unseen hands. And then there's room 217, the most notorious room in the entire hotel. Guests who have dared to stay in this room have reported luggage being unpacked by unseen hands, cold spots, and even full-bodied apparitions. Paranormal investigators have flocked to the Stanley Hotel for decades, drawn by the sheer volume and intensity of the reported activity. Are you brave enough to spend a night at the Stanley Hotel? It's not for the faint of heart. Get ready to set sail to a place so sinister, so steeped in death and despair, that it's been dubbed the most haunted island in the world. Poveglia Island, Italy. This small island, nestled in the Venetian lagoon, holds a dark and twisted history. For centuries, Poveglia served as a quarantine zone for plague victims, a dumping ground for the sick, the dying, and the already dead. Tens of thousands of souls perished on this island, their bodies burned in mass graves, or left to rot in the open air. The soil itself is said to be composed of human ash. The very air on Poveglia is heavy with sorrow, with the weight of countless lost souls. Fishermen refuse to even go near the island, fearing that their nets will come up filled with human bones. And those who have dared to set foot on its shores have returned with chilling tales of the paranormal. Unexplained screams echoing across the water, ghostly figures wandering through the crumbling buildings, and a palpable sense of dread. Are you brave enough to face the darkness that dwells within its shores? Our journey takes us now to the base of Mount Fuji in Japan, to a place shrouded in shadow and silence. Aokigahara Forest, also known as the Suicide Forest. This dense woodland has become a magnet for those seeking to end their lives. The forest floor is eerily quiet, devoid of animal life, as if nature itself avoids this place. The air is thick with an oppressive energy, a palpable sense of despair. Local legends speak of yurei, vengeful spirits that haunt the forest. They say these spirits prey on the lost and the vulnerable, luring them deeper into the forest's embrace. Hikers and paranormal investigators who have ventured into Aokigahara tell of strange occurrences, from electronic devices malfunctioning to shadowy figures lurking among the trees. Aokigahara Forest stands as a stark reminder of the fragility of life and the lingering presence of those who have crossed over to the other side. Get ready to enter a world of confinement and despair as we explore Eastern State Penitentiary in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. This former prison now stands as a chilling monument to the human capacity for both cruelty and resilience. For nearly 150 years, Eastern State housed some of America's most notorious criminals. The silence within these walls is deafening, broken only by the echo of your own footsteps and the whispers of the past. Visitors and paranormal investigators alike have reported countless spine-chilling experiences, disembodied voices whispering from empty cells, shadowy figures darting down darkened corridors, and an overwhelming sense of dread. One of the most infamous areas of the prison is Cell Block 12, where prisoners were subjected to prolonged solitary confinement. Eastern State Penitentiary stands as a testament to the idea that some places are so steeped in suffering that they become magnets for paranormal activity. Prepare to descend into the depths of the earth as we journey to the catacombs of Paris, a labyrinthine ossuary that lies beneath the City of Lights. This vast network of tunnels holds the skeletal remains of over 6 million Parisians. Imagine walls upon walls of human bones, stacked high and stretching as far as the eye can see. The catacombs were created in the late 18th century as a solution to Paris's overflowing cemeteries. Local lore is rife with tales of people getting lost in the labyrinthine tunnels, never to be seen again. Some say they become disoriented by the sheer number of bones, their minds unable to comprehend the vastness of death that surrounds them. Paranormal investigators have reported strange and unexplainable occurrences within the catacombs. Cold spots, disembodied voices, and even full-bodied apparitions seen wandering among the bones. Our journey takes us now to the Rajasthan region of India, to the ruins of Bangar Fort. This is a place so haunted that the Indian government has forbidden entry between sunset and sunrise. Local legends paint a vivid picture of the fort's cursed past, a tale of black magic, betrayal, and the wrath of a scorned sorcerer. Legend has it that a powerful sorcerer named Singya fell in love with the beautiful princess Ratnavati. Determined to have her, he cast a spell on a love potion, but the princess foiled his plan, causing the potion to backfire and kill him. Before he died, Singya cursed the fort and all who resided within its walls, condemning them to death and eternal unrest. The Archaeological Survey of India has placed a sign at the fort's entrance, warning visitors of the dangers of entering after sunset. Get ready to climb the volcanic rock upon which Edinburgh Castle stands, a place where history and hauntings intertwine. This iconic Scottish fortress has borne witness to centuries of conflict, bloodshed, and royal intrigue. Within its walls, prisoners of war languished in dank dungeons, their moans echoing through the centuries. Royalty met their untimely ends, their spirits said to linger in the grand halls they once ruled. Visitors and staff have reported countless chilling encounters within the castle walls. The ghost of a headless drummer boy, spotted pacing the ramparts, his spectral drumming a harbinger of doom. The specter of a piper, forever lost in the castle's labyrinthine tunnels, his mournful tunes echoing through the stone corridors. The castle's dungeons, once home to prisoners of war and those accused of treason, are said to be particularly active. Visitors have reported feeling an overwhelming sense of dread, their hair standing on end as if charged with static electricity. Edinburgh Castle stands as a beacon to the paranormal, a place where the veil between our world and the next seems perilously thin. Hold on to your hats, folks, because we're headed deep into the heart of Louisiana to a place steeped in Southern Gothic horror, the Myrtles Plantation. This grand old mansion holds a dark and twisted history. Built in 1796, the Myrtles Plantation has borne witness to its fair share of tragedy and violence. One of the most famous tales is that of Chloe, a slave girl who was hanged from a tree on the property after being accused of poisoning the plantation owner's family. Her restless spirit is said to roam the grounds, her eyes glowing red with anger and vengeance. Visitors have reported seeing her reflection in mirrors, her image flickering for a fleeting moment before vanishing. The plantation is said to be haunted by at least a dozen other spirits, each with their own tragic story to tell. Paranormal investigators have flocked to the Myrtles Plantation for decades, drawn by the sheer volume and intensity of the reported activity. EVP recordings, strange anomalies in photographs, and unexplained fluctuations in electromagnetic fields have all been documented within these walls. Our final destination takes us to the Loire Valley of France, to the majestic Château de Brissac, a place where elegance and eerie go hand in hand. This stunning castle harbors a dark secret within its walls, a tale of love, betrayal, and a murder that continues to haunt its halls. The story goes that in the 15th century, Jacques de Breze, the lord of the castle, discovered his wife Charlotte in the arms of another man. Consumed by rage and jealousy, he brutally murdered both his wife and her lover. Charlotte's spirit, forever trapped within the castle walls, is said to roam the halls at night, her mournful cries a chilling reminder of her tragic fate. Dressed in a green gown, her face permanently frozen in a mask of terror, she is known as La Dame Verte, or the Green Lady. People have reported seeing her gliding through the halls, her eyes filled with sorrow and despair. The Château de Brissac stands as a testament to the enduring power of love, loss, and the restless spirits that walk among us. Thanks for joining us on this spine-chilling journey. We've confronted the darkness, explored the unknown, and maybe, just maybe, caught a glimpse of the other side. But remember, the spirits of the past are always watching, lurking in the shadows, waiting to make their presence known. So the next time you find yourself in a darkened hallway or hear a creak in the dead of night, remember the stories we've shared. Remember the places where the veil between our world and the next is thin, where the echoes of past tragedies still reverberate through the ages. Sleep tight, and don't let the ghosts bite. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe to our channel and like this video.